Hello everyone. What we learned in the last section is 杂居垂梢 of the admonition scroll. The main content of this course will be the men with scarf in Tang Dynasty. Since the Zhou Dynasty, China has had 4 ritual systems, namely crown ritual, wedding ritual, funeral ritual, and sacrificial ritual. The crown ritual of the 4 rituals in the etiquette of an ancient man when he became an adult. The adult etiquette of a woman is the hairpin ritual, in which a woman combs a bun, inserts a hairpin, and then takes it off after the ritual. The crown ritual and hairpin ritual both refer to the age of marriage. Since Qin and Han dynasties, the Han man have his crown ritual when he is 20 years old. The men from wealthy families wear crowns, while ordinary families wear scarves. The scarf is originally a kind of cloth to cover the hair, which is used to band hair together. In the area of Qin and Jin state, Guanxi, it is called 骆头. In the area of the South Chu state, it is called 帕头. In the area of Hebei today, it is called 敲头 or 摸头. Sometimes people use a piece of cloth to tie the bun forward from the back of the head, and tie the knot on the forehead so that the 2 corners of the cloth become warped on the forehead for natural decoration. This is considered to be a kind of beautiful dress among young men at that time. Therefore, the folk song styles verse straw when sun comes up in the southeast. 日出东南隅行. There is sentence that when the young man saw 罗妇, he took off his head and revealed his headdress. Since the Eastern Han dynasty, some people with certain status have used more complete scarves. The Northern Zhou dynasty has standardized the varying method of the scarf and made it out of black yarn as a hat for regular clothing. The founded angle scarf, recorded in the book of the Northern Zhou dynasty, is the folding of one corner of the scarf from the forehead to the back, tying the 2 corners behind the head, leaving the remaining corner hanging naturally behind the head, just like the way some women wrap headscarves. The pottery figurines unearthed in the tombs of Li He in Sanyuan, Shanxi, Sui tomb in Xiangyin, Hunan, and number 201 in Ma Jia Fen, Anyang, Henan, have a scarf wrapped around their heads, with 2 corners knocked at the back of their heads and hanging down naturally like ribbons. And in other forms, the 2 corners are returned to the top and made into knots for decoration. This form has become the initial headpiece, 斧头. This shows that the Sui dynasty had a 斧头 initial stage. In the Tang dynasty, high crowns and high buns are popular in the society, so a scarf that is a thin and hard-hat black frame is lined on the head. During the Wude period in Emperor Tang Gaozu, the flat-hat small sample scarf 平头小样巾 is quite popular. Since then, the shape of the headdress has changed constantly. 武则天 gives high turbans to high-ranking officials, also known as the kings of the Wu family, 武家诸王样. The Emperor Tang Zhongzong gives officials a 英王 prostration scarf 英王伯样巾 with a pattern of high prostration and leaning forward. The Emperor Tang Xuanzong gives silk headscarves 罗头巾 and official-like scarves 官样巾子 to the officials and their chiefs. The top of the head resembles 2 round balls, also known as official-like round headscarves. These patterns can be found in the unearthed pottery figures and figure paintings of the Tang dynasty. As for the headpiece, 斧头, used to wrap the scarf, silk, 曾绢, has been used before the Tang dynasty. In the Tang dynasty, black thin silk and yarn, 罗纱, are replaced and there are thin silk and yarn specially used for headpiece, 斧头. The two strips tied to the back of the head are called scalp feet, 斧头角, are initially called hanging feet or soft feet. After that, the two strips hanging from the back of the head are lengthened and can be used for decoration after being knotted, which are called long legs and silk scarf, 长角罗斧头. During the reign of Emperor Tang Zhongzong, the shape of the legs hanging from the head became round and wide, and the surrounding area is made of silk string or copper wire, iron wire at bone, lined with paper silk, 纸绢. This kind of leg is a hard leg that can be tilted up, called a leg-raising headpiece, 翘脚斧头. By the period of 5 dynasties, the leg-raising headpiece has been getting popular. The two long strips are horizontal, straight, and flat, which are called flared headscarf, 斩角斧头. The flared headscarf is not fixed on the heads and could be loaded and unloaded at any time. At first, the scarf gradually evolved from a piece of cloth covering the hair into a perfect shape lined with a fixed cap body, skeleton, and flared corners. After thousands of years, the head finally formed a dignified and plump appearance. The angle of expansion keeps shaking, expanding the visual space, combining activity and inertia, and seeking changes in balance. This kind of hat is easy to take off and wear. It is a luxury and lively Chinese national cap. Therefore, it is able to remain unchanged for a long time and is popular until the late Ming and early Qing dynasties in the 17th century, when it is later replaced by the cap of Man nationality. Okay, that's all the content of this course. The content of next course will be Women's Clothing of the Tang Dynasty. See you next course.